Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into something that feels both nostalgic and futuristic, the all-new 2026 Pontiac Grand Prix. That's right, Pontiac is making waves again, and this Grand Prix is not just a name revival. It's a full-fledged comeback story. Whether you're a die-hard Pontiac fan or someone curious about what a modern Grand Prix can offer, you're going to want to stick around for this deep dive. Let's start with what hits you first, the exterior. From the moment you lay eyes on the 2026 Grand Prix, you know it's not messing around. The front fascia is aggressive but refined. A wide, low-slung grille gives it an intimidating stance, while new tri-beam LED headlights carve through the design like precision tools. The daytime running lights are not just functional, but styled like the claws of a lion, sharp, clean, and unmistakably modern. The sculpted hood lines add a muscular character that throws back to the classic muscle roots, but with a sleek aerodynamic polish that screams performance engineering. Moving along the sides, the Grand Prix keeps things elegant but assertive. A shoulder line that stretches confidently from the front fenders all the way to the taillights gives the car a sense of motion even when it's parked. The flush door handles, aerodynamic side mirrors with built-in cameras, and the choice of 19 21-inch alloy wheels bring together a blend of form and function. This car doesn't just look fast, it looks ready. It sits slightly lower than previous iterations, hinting at performance tuning underneath. Around the back, the design gets even more interesting. The rear end is clean, but bold. Full-width LED taillights sweep across the trunk with a distinctive lighting signature that's instantly recognizable at night. The dual exhausts are integrated into the rear diffuser, not just for aesthetics, but to help with airflow. There's also a subtle lip spoiler that adds downforce and visual flair. Overall, this rear profile balances sophistication with sporty aggression. Pontiac's designers clearly wanted to keep the legacy alive while redefining what a Grand Prix should look like in 2026. Opening the doors, you're greeted with a cabin that blends technology, comfort, and performance cues in all the right ways. The dashboard is completely digital, with a 14.3-inch curved display that handles both the instrument cluster and infotainment duties. It's highly customizable, and it feels more like you're in a jet cockpit than a traditional sedan. Materials, real brushed aluminum, ambient lighting, and even optional carbon fiber trim elevate the interior far beyond what you might remember from older Pontiacs. The seats are something else. Wrapped in a mix of perforated leather and Alcantara, they offer both luxury and lateral support. Ventilated and heated, with massage functions available in higher trims, they're built for road trips and track days. Rear seat passengers aren't forgotten either. There's plenty of legroom thanks to a slightly extended wheelbase, and even rear climate control zones with USB-C charging ports. The Grand Prix is no longer just a driver's car, it's a passenger pleaser. 2. Let's talk about what's under the hood, because this is where the Grand Prix makes its loudest statement. Base models start with a 2.5-liter turbocharged inline 4, putting out around 290 horsepower and 310 pounds-ft of torque. But the real story is the GT and GXP trims. The GT boasts a twin-turbo V6, cranking out a confident 400 horsepower, while the top-of-the-line GXP brings back the muscle legacy with a hybrid-assisted V8, pushing close to 500 horsepower. It's mated to a 10-speed automatic transmission with paddle shifters, and for those craving even more control, there's a performance-tuned all-wheel drive system with torque vectoring. On the road, the Grand Prix is planted, responsive, and surprisingly agile for its size. Magnetic ride control keeps the car comfortable over rough patches while stiffening up when you throw it into corners. Steering is precise, and the brake-by-wire system provides consistent and powerful stops. The hybrid system doesn't just add efficiency, it adds torque fill during acceleration, giving you that instant punch off the line. 0 to 60 in the GXP, under 4 seconds. Yes, really. When it comes to pricing, the 2026 Pontiac Grand Prix is positioned to compete aggressively. The base model starts around $39,000, while the GT jumps to the mid-$40,000s. The GXP, fully loaded with all the bells and whistles, hovers in the $60,000 to $65,000 range. For what you're getting in terms of tech, performance, and styling, it's honestly a strong value proposition, especially when compared to European rivals with similar specs. If you're considering getting behind the wheel, here are a few quick suggestions. The base model is great if you want style and modern features without going over budget. The GT is the sweet spot for most enthusiasts, fast, luxurious, and fun without being excessive. But if you're looking to make a real statement and want that classic Pontiac fire with modern refinement, the GXP is the one to beat. Just be sure to tick off the performance package. Comes with upgraded brakes, launch control, and a track mode that really unlocks the car's potential. So, what's the final verdict? The 2026 Pontiac Grand Prix isn't just a nostalgic badge slapped on a modern shell. It's a thoughtfully designed, performance-oriented, tech-laden machine that genuinely competes in today's market. It pays homage to its roots without being trapped by them. Pontiac has given us a car that doesn't just look to the past, it drives straight into the future. For fans of American performance, smart design, and real driver engagement, the new Grand Prix is more than worth your attention. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this detailed review, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and drop your thoughts about the 2026 Grand Prix in the comments below. Would you buy one? Which trim would you go for? Let's talk. Until next time, drive safe, stay curious, and keep your foot on the gas.